started that. We started this one. I've got this sitting on a tabletop here so I can see what I'm talking about. Yesterday I got out a Sanyo mgt7a called the Outsider, and I made a video about it showing that it needed a belt. Okay, so and while I'm live, let's see, let me hit this up, see if I can go see myself live. Yes, I can see myself live. Great. So I'm going to go back to here. So there's my video I shot yesterday, 66 views. So here are my pictures that I took between yesterday and today and just right now. So let me go through these so you can hear me. Oops. This is thing sitting on a tabletop, so I'm talking to the Facebook people. I'm trying to get this to be full screen. Okay, so anyway, so open with there. So here's a picture of the yellow Outsider, right? Here it is working, okay, with the radio, and that's all it could do at the time. Here's a picture of the top of it. I want to show you that it has an expand button, which does work. It expands the sound. It's got a mono stereo button, which works in the cassette deck and in the radio. Has a radio and then tape radio off button. It's got your stop, pause, forward, rewind, play, record button. You can record from the radio and or from external microphones only. It does not have its own microphones. So if you want to record your own music, you have to add your own microphones to this. Right? AM and FM band, balance, tone, volume. Very good. Next picture. Here is the end. This didn't come out too well, but this is the protective cover because this is a weatherproof miniature boombox, and so therefore these ports are covered. Okay. So underneath the port is your DC input, your beat cut switch for recording off the AM radio. This one is your headphone jack, and this one is your microphone input. Okay, I'm sorry you can't see that, but the labeling is on the black cover, not back here. Okay. So again, this is your DC input, your beat cut, your headphone jack, and your microphone input. Okay. This is the back of it. Okay. And it takes 7 C batteries for a 10.5 volt output. Okay, from your batteries, that is. This is the heat sink for the audio amplifier, just so you know. There's the antenna. And this is the tuning end. Nothing to see here but the tuning knob. Okay. This is the bottom. When you take this apart, you do not need to remove these 4 screws. Don't unscrew them. I didn't. They only have to do with the door. You don't need to do anything with those screws. Leave them alone. Okay. This is the back. Here's a much better picture of the model number right there. I'll let you glance at that ever so briefly. And then this is the battery compartment. It's clean. It takes 7 C batteries in there. There's a space for a AA battery, but it doesn't do anything. Not electrically connected to anything. Again, this is the heat sink for the audio amplifier. Okay. Then these are the screws as I took them out. Notice that this one is short, that one's even shorter, and the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the same. So this one's different, that one's different, and they came out of different holes. Okay. And another picture just showing how I took it apart so you understand the orientation of where those screws go, because I needed that when I put it back together. Okay. And crack it open, take a picture, right? So you can know where that antenna wire goes, right? Okay, what else? Another picture I took, I don't know why, but there it is. Here's a picture of the tuner side, and of course here's a close-up. It goes to the NT. You can't see it, but behind the capacitor is the A for NT, so the A and T. All right, there's two posts here. The other ones I believe is a ground, but you don't need it. Okay. Also, you do not, as I discovered, you do not need to remove the tuner. You don't need to unscrew it at all when trying to access the tape deck. You can unplug this plug, but that's all you need to do. Don't take this off. I did. Wish I never had, but we'll get to that later. Okay. Here's a picture of the other side. This is the audio circuit. There's a massive heatsink underneath here. I had to remove these 3 screws plus these 2 screws to take this plug back in. You can pull it out, but you can't get it back in unless you have very tiny fingers. So again, I had to remove these. We'll get to that later. All right. This is the tuner. Okay. This is the amp board, and I had to take a picture of this because I had these 2 wires, the black and the red. These go to the motor. I had to unsolder those to get to the tape deck. Okay, here's both sides. Okay, again, the tuner, you don't want to mess with that, but I did. You don't need to unless you want to. There's an odd screw I had to take out. You have to take that out after you get to the inside of the case, which is what I did, which is where we're at. Okay, and then here okay. You unplug this, take a picture. There you don't understand the orientation, how it goes back in. It only goes in one way, but still, there's a picture. This is another, I don't know what that does, but it goes in there and it comes from the back here, so we're good. And then I can't explain to you how to get this out, but you just have to work it out. It will come out, and took a picture. Okay. Here's the tape deck. I'm thankful, so thankful I took this picture, because later on in, this very tiny little spring, which goes from there to there and around this post, fell out. I'm so thankful I had that picture. I was able to put that spring back in. Okay. Alright. Moving along. So here's the back side of the circuit board. And again, a picture of where those 2 go for the motor. This is, red, that's black. Anyway. This is the tape deck. Alright, so, and you have to remove this. I didn't take a picture of it separately, but you do have to remove this. Take that screw out to remove that to be able to get this off. You have to take out that screw and these 2 screws here to remove. Here's the bad belt. The rest of the belt's wrapped around the motor. But anyway, you have to do that to take that off, and this is a bad belt too. Okay, so, but again, just 1, 2, 3. Be mindful of where this is situated, because this is also key to getting it back together, and where this is located, and where that little tab is located. All kinds of little pieces in here. Okay. And I took these pictures because, well, it's just nice to know where everything goes. Here's another micro switch, leaf switch. And I took this picture because, I don't know, I did. I was trying to see just how these parts line up. Okay. Alright. Another picture of the same thing, just to ensure of where everything goes. Okay. Then here's a picture. Let's see here. Again, another picture to ensure where all these parts go and how they line up and that sort of thing. Alright. Another picture. Alright. Don't know. Just another picture. Okay, here we go. This is, yeah, we still haven't taken this apart yet, but we're just getting some more pictures of how that's laid out. Okay. Another picture. So now we finally get the motor up. Like I said, we had to remove that micro switch, leaf switch from right there. So now we're lifting up. There's the micro switch right there, up in the air. Okay. what else? Here's the old belt, and we haven't cleaned that off yet. Okay. And then here's the, this is for measuring the old belt. Yes, I got belts. I found a pair. Takes a 90 millimeter for the main belt and a 65 millimeter for the secondary belt. There's a third belt for the tape counter. I didn't measure that one. I just matched it up. Here we are getting the belts back in place. And just taking a picture, and this one here goes on there, and this one anyway. Just a grounding wire. Oh yeah, okay. I took this picture because I so needed to know where all this stuff goes. So that's a picture of my monitor. And this is a picture of the unit right here. And that's why I take these pictures, so I know how everything goes back together. Understand? Thank you. And then here it is back together with new belts installed. Okay. I did clean that off, but okay, so, yep, alright, so moving along. Now, here's the tuner thing. I took these pictures because, well, the tuner string, people are going to ask how this tuner string goes along. It took me, I'm not going to get into it, it took me a long time to figure this thing out. It's a puzzle. It has to go down here underneath this tab. It has to go underneath that tab to go around and everything. But I had to restring this many times before I figured it out because, yeah, okay, so it has to go under that tab to make it work correctly, to make it wind up on here. So if you don't do it right, it won't wind up correctly and it won't go so far, it won't go backwards. Okay, and then of course, like I said, I had to remove the motor wires I'd done solder them, so here I'm soldering them back on those two specified locations right there. Okay. And then here's a picture of the speaker. For those that are speaker inclined, that's what it is. Impedance is 3.2 ohms, nominal is 3.5, max is 5 watt. Okay. And then here is, well, just an inside picture of that. And did I solder? I'm about to solder. I was waiting for the thing to warm up. That's why I took that picture. And here is the amp chip. I haven't researched it yet, but it's a LA4505. Okay, so I had to remove that to be able to plug in the speakers, because like I said, you have to have very nimble fingers to be able to get your finger to push that plug back on those 4 pins between the battery box and where that amplifier chip sits. It's a very tight space. So anyway, so I did remove those, 2 screws and then 3 more screws for the circuit board, and then I was able to plug that in. Okay, here we are playing. We're playing, I don't know what we're playing, just we're playing. We're playing the radio, and the tape, and there, that's the last picture. So it takes, again, a 90 millimeters main belt square, 65 millimeters secondary belt, also square. Okay, and that's it. So now, let me take this thing here, which has got Yerbal, I can't even, Yakelkov, and Dot is watching. Okay. Somebody Arabic. Alright, okay. That's for something, or I don't know, from over there. So now let me wind this out. Right? Wind that out. Tilt this down. Put this thing on the tripod behind me. Okay. You get to stare at me briefly. I try and do this. So here, where is the, come on now. Get in the, wait, I have to go the other way. Go the other way. There we go. Okay, so now to get out of the way, move this. That's pretty close. All right. Okay. All right, here, let me just, okay, here, let's, well, I can't do, I have to stand up and look behind it. Oh, golly. Thing on a tripod. Alright, so here, let's move it. That's close. Okay, great. Alright, so here I am. Now I'm here, I've got this. Let me hit play. Some volume. You can't listen to that. That's copyrighted music. What you can listen to is this, though. Alright? And just while we're at it, this, let's see here. This will, wait, forward, stop, rewind, stop, play, stop, okay, rewind, is that right? Went too, well, it doesn't matter, I can't play this music for you, because I got a copyright issue, but I can play this. So it's side A. Stop and hit fast forward and it'll hold it. It has cue and review. It doesn't say it on here, but it has cue and review. Doesn't have music search. I wish it did though. But again, this is a outside radio, so the idea would be is you're going to be putting your cassette in and playing it and just let it play, not be out here playing and looking for music and all that. You know, something that you carry with you and not have to worry about getting it, because it's got all rubberized controls up here, and so no water, you can splash water on this, it's not going to get wet from the inside. Anyway, so let me show you that. See, I'll turn the light on, I guess. Well, let's see. Okay. I know, I don't want to show you, is it? I guess I have to turn the light on so you can see this. All right. I don't know if you can see this, or if you can see this here. Anyway, this is your, this is running on batteries. Okay, so again, this is your microphone input, your headphone input, your beat count, your DC input, okay, and that, you know, closes up like that. I've got this running on Zintner batteries. Here, I'll show you. They're in the battery compartment. There they are. These are the Zintner batteries, okay, and they're the rechargeable type. So, and this is for sale. I just have way too many radios. Did I play the radio? Let's see, let's play the radio. Stop. Hit stop. Right? So hit stop. Bring this up to where you can see it. Right? And then, see here, put it on radio. And then bring the antenna up a bit. Like that. Some volume.
I wish I went to the attorney. Do you know what? He's teaching.
And does AM too. So there's AM.
With a song, with a prayer, or with... For allegedly stealing from his campaign funds.
I don't play the radio that much. I play my cassettes. I'm just showing you that the radio works. The tuner goes up and down. Got all the stations, right? So turn that off. Go back to my tape. Okay, so there it is. It works. It's for sale. It's got a strap. Does not come with a power supply. You provide your own. I run everything on batteries, as you may have noticed. So it does come with a strap right here like that. So you can carry it. It's got a little shoulder protector thing. It's adjustable. Whoopee, you know. So there you go. And so are we having too much fun? All right. So let's see. I know what I should do. Look at the. Yeah, so should we hit play? Oh, okay, there we are. So yeah, just trying to see if you can see me. Okay, had too much fun. Gotta go. Say goodbye to the Facebook people. Okay, yeah. So between that over there. Yeah. There we go. So there's that. There's this. And there y'all are looking into infinity. Okay, so yeah, looking into infinity. That's kind of cool. All right, gotta go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Gotta say goodbye. Okay, opposed to that forever. Gotta go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.